Huawei Matebook E review. Design and build. Huawei has done an incredible design job of the Matebook E. It is pure premium quality, with great attention to detail and a surprisingly robust keyboard folio case that offers full device protection. The tablet itself is a svelte 12-in device with a great in-hand feel, though as a tablet that doubles as a laptop the 3:2 screen ratio is different to an iPad's. Think more widescreen, so in portrait mode this will feel too tall, but you're never going to use it portrait, so don't worry. The bezels are of a thickness you'd expect, and the top one houses the front-facing camera. On the top edge there are dual speakers and two mics alongside the power lock button. The right edge retains the volume rocker, fingerprint sensor key that works brilliantly with the Windows Hello biometric setup. Further down the right edge is the USB-C port, with pogo pin connector on the bottom edge and finished off with the 3.5mm headphone jack on the top left edge. All these are very unobtrusive. Features and specifications. The Matebook E's specs are high-end for a 2-inch-1 hybrid device. Our review unit has a 7th generation Intel Core i5-7Y54 processor, while the base version features a Core M3 7Y30. It's important to note that the former is not the full-fat i5 found on some laptops and PCs. It's a mobile-specific chip that has low power consumption for improved battery life in this limited tablet form factor. It is a 1.20 GHz chip that is able to max out at 3.20 GHz. It ran many programs simultaneously without noticeable lag, but chuck a few Chrome tabs, Slack, Word and Spotify at it and it's pretty much running at full. And remember, our review unit had 8GB RAM, so expect less from the base 4GB model. Models either come with 128, 256 or 512GB storage depending on your needs, and all have Intel HD Graphics 615 on board. It's a capable GPU for the hardware and had no problem with basic gaming in our tests, but don't expect to run anything as graphically intensive as say GTA 5 without some frustration. The front-facing 5MP camera is good enough for Skype calls and integrates well into the OS. It sits atop a 12-in IPS display with 2160 by 1440 resolution and 215p. Windows 10 Pro looks beautifully sharp, and the backlight is great with superb viewing angles that show little distortion. The dimensions of the tablet are 6.9 by 278.8 by 194.1mm. 6.9mm is insanely thin for a Windows 10 Pro device, but it never runs too hot for comfort and a 4430 mAh battery powers the unit efficiently. At full tilt with brightness high, mouse plugged in and a full workday underway, though I did not achieve the 9 hours battery life that Huawei claims, though its tests are with local video not streamed, and at 50% brightness. Performance. For the number crunching, we ran Geekbench 4 and PC Mark 8 on the Matebook E. Check out in the below chart how it compares to the iPad Pro 12.9in, Surface Pro 4 and Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro S, 3 comparable hybrids. Bear in mind the Tab Pro stats are the M3 version while the Surface Pro 4 is the more comparable i5, though a previous generation to the Matebook. The Matebook outpaces the Surface Pro 4 in the frame rate tests but still scores lower on the PC Mark score, though you won't notice in everyday use.